Okay, let me check the volume on this thing because I don't want it to be so far in the background. Just check this out here. Oh, great. All right, there we go. And let's see now. Yeah, that's my voice. There's the background. It's a little too low. Little too low here. Let's bring this up to a 40. All right, this is my voice. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I'm back, and you can see we're at 37.20. Our goal is going to be 37.51, and we're going to start with number 3, and let's get spinning here. Now I'm on the old. This one's faster. It actually spins faster, so this is the one I'm on right now. I think. You know, you kind of get tired of watching the numbers. You just want to get to give me what the end result is. I don't want to see the ball all the time, just trying to figure out where it's going. Get kind of tired of that. I just want to see what the numbers are, right? And this one just spins faster. So, I don't know. The chips are bigger and everything. I don't know. I just like it. So, this is the flash version. So in other words, this is you don't have to download this. This is like available in the same casino, but it's available with the flash version, so you can play it in your browser. You just you open up your browser and log in, and it'll let you play in your browser. You don't have to download the client. So and it's convenient that way. You know, not as good graphics, but the graphics are good. And these like real chips, man. You know, when they come back in this big stack, it looks really good, you know. I'm just saying. The wheel looks good, you know, the felt looks good, you got a horse track. I mean, everything is good. And so, you know, I'm happy with it. And you know, this is just smooth as silk. I mean, you just basically are watching the statistics. You know, just before I made this video, I had this huge session, you know, that was like, I mean, it went out. I had 4 losses in one session. 4 losses, you know, anytime I have 60 spins without a hit, that's considered a loss most of the time. And so I had 4 of those events in one session. And, you know, the odds of closing at that point were over 99.5%. So, I mean, it was, like, really exciting. And I watched the numbers come in, you know, and bam, you know, I won. And, you know, because, like, the other video that you saw, okay, right now we're going to be at 37.31. We got another $20 that we need. So let's continue. The other video you saw was a level 2 event. The event that I had this just before making this video, which wouldn't have made it to a video. I think it was too long. But that event was a level 3 event. Okay, the video that you saw was a level 2 event. The one I just had was like level 3. Okay, very rare, very rare. As I said, that's like a 99.5% plus event. And I can actually look up the exact amount. It was 99.596%. Yeah, that's right there. That's how rare an event it was. And I won, you know, the numbers came in. Because that's the level of certainty. You know. And it was exciting, man. It was exciting, what can I tell you? And it's good to have your statistics mapped out. I mean, that's like really, really important. Because it gives you the strength. Because let me tell you something. When you're racking up debt, you know, and you're spinning and you're not getting hits, and you're not sure like where you are. I mean, because like all of a sudden the system is not working anymore. That's what you think. Like, because it on the surface it appears like it's not working. Like all of a sudden all the things that were working up to this point just don't work anymore, and all of a sudden it's just like you feel like your whole thing's worthless. You know, I'm serious. That's the way it feels, and it's not easy. Gambling with money is an emotional thing. money is emotional. Money is like almost a spiritual thing. It's money is the symbol, or by symbol you can also say representation. Money is the representation of physical labor. And in this life, physical labor has a value, spiritual value. And it's tied to us mentally, emotionally, and physically as human beings. And so when we're running a system and all of a sudden we're racking up this debt and this money is going out the door, and our system's not working, and this money is flowing, and then all of a sudden we're looking to make large amounts of money quickly to get this debt back. It gets very intense, very emotional, and knowing what your statistics are, it's just extremely helpful in dealing with that, because it's like a roadmap. You're like, okay, I am not lost. Okay, I am not lost in the woods. I know where I am. Here are the landmarks. It may feel like I'm lost. I may feel like I'm the last person alive on Earth. But these are the statistical landmarks, and I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly, when I'm going to change tactics. I am like familiar with this area. I've been here before. I know what it looks like, and I know what I'm going to do. Okay, number 5 has just become the strongest number on the board. I want to switch to it, but I'm going to wait a good chunk of time because this number 3 is a proven producer. So I'm not just going to switch out just because some upstart number decides it's going to take over. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely going to switch to number 5 unless something becomes stronger. Okay, but I am not going to go right away. I'm going to let 3 express itself, if you will. The other numbers we're watching is number 36 and number 10. Okay, but the strongest number on this board is number 5, and obviously number 3 is the next strongest number. It's a good strong number. So I think it's going to hit. I don't have any reason to think it won't. So, and another thing is, if number 3 doesn't hit and I end up switching to number 5, number 3 is going to come back, and I don't know if you're going to see it on this session or not, or whether even but it's not just going to disappear and that we won't see it again. It's going to come back. Number 3 is going to be a relevant number throughout the whole session. It's a proven number. It's like, in the mafia, you have a made man. You know what I'm saying? When you're a made man, we still, we got 36, we need 51. So, okay. Now I'm going to go to number 5. In the order of nature, number 5 is a stronger number. So that's what we're going to do. Let's make that official. Okay. So when you have your statistics mapped out, that's it gives you, it helps, man. It gives you the strength to push forward and go, oh look, the odds are so heavily in my favor right now, because you know what? When you're down and under and your bets aren't hitting and the statistics are way off track and everything, it really feels like the whole world is against you. Roulette is against you. Nothing works. You'll never win. You'll never win. It'll never work. And that's how it feels, okay? But if you have the statistical knowledge to know what the situation that you're in, the actual situation, not how it feels, it's not like when you go into the woods, you get lost and you freak out, okay? That's what it's like when you're losing really bad in roulette. When you have a negative variance, a large amount of negative variance, it feels like you're lost in the woods, and it's easy to freak out. Okay. So number 3 decided to hit before number 5, which means number 3 is now a stronger number. I'm going to switch back to number 3, but hey, number 5 is a very strong number, and I'm going to give it its shot to come back for us. I'm not just going to switch back just because like roulette just decided to, pull a little trick on me. I'm going to stay on number 5. I'm definitely switching back to number 3 unless something else becomes stronger. But I'm not just going to switch out of number 5. I'm going to wait for that hit. And that's just how I do things, And so when you know that you're experiencing this negative variance, and that the odds, when you look and examine the statistics and you see what the chances are of this event happening and how close you are, how massively, and it's so hard to see and understand unless you know the statistics, but how massively the odds are in your favor for you to come back and win. When you know that, you have the strength, the knowledge to stand up and do what you need to do. So that's really what it's all about. And and that's why it's so important, because I'll tell you one thing for a fact, in that game, even though I knew what the statistics were, I was scared, because you can't help it, man. You just can't help it. When you're getting crushed, statistically crushed, you just can't help feeling overwhelmed, okay? And you feel the tension, the apprehension, okay? And I was tempted, not strongly, because I wasn't going to do this, but I felt the temptation. I felt the desire. Put it this way, the thought crossed my mind. Not that I would entertain that thought, but it crossed my mind that I should end the session. Like, oh man, let me get out of here. With this one hit I just got, let me just get out of here. But you know what? The correct decision, see, that's the thing. When you know the statistics, you don't want to give in. Don't get me wrong. There are times when we have to do that. Okay, but this last session was a level 3 event. Level 3 events are one events. These are events that we win. Okay, level 3. Okay, and let's see. 44. Okay, we need 51. Okay, that's our third coup. So, okay, so now I'm going to go back to number 3. And make it official. Okay, so, and no, the correct decision when you're getting slammed like that, and when you know the statistics, you know why it's the correct decision, because you see how, massively the odds are in your favor to close out the session with a win. The correct decision is to proceed strongly. That's exactly what I did. And it's not easy. You feel the pressure. There's pressure, man. That's real money that you have got on that table that's going out the door with every spin. It's real money on that table. And so, and that's why, again, preparation, knowledge, statistical knowledge, preparation, it's very, very important. And becoming familiar with the game. Like you don't ever want to just begin something new in roulette, and for the first time start doing it with real money. You don't want to do that ever, man. You don't. You want to get out there and run the thing through its paces. With play money. Just go to a free. There's so many of them out there. Just go to a free roulette site. You could even just go to the casino site itself and do the free money there, because any casino worth its salt is going to have a free money mode, for you. Okay. Did I switch? Yeah, I switched. Okay. And you want to practice and get real familiar with what the ugly sessions look like, and understand, and watch the statistics, and, just get familiar with it, so that when it happens to you with real money, you don't freak out and do the wrong thing. Because I'm telling you, the pressure's there, man. It is really seriously there. Look, I got $3,700, man. You know what I'm saying? It's for some people that's a small amount of money. Okay, that's not me yet. Okay, for me, this is the most amount of money I've ever gambled with in my life. Okay, but this is also the most successful that I've ever been in my entire life. And at this point, I'm close to being profitable lifetime. I'm moving in the direction of being profitable lifetime in the game of roulette. So, not quite there yet, because I had a really bad experience with a RNG site that I think cheats. Pretty sure it cheats, because it seemed like the odds I got were in reverse. If you bet 2 dozens, 2 dozens at the same time, your odds of winning are supposedly 64% or something. When you include the zero. And but the way, and it should be 64%, right? But the odds that I received in 3 different sessions, the odds that I received were like 33%. It was like reversed. You know what I mean? Like instead of getting the 2 dozen odds, I was getting the odds of the 1 dozen. And I got that over 3 separate sessions, 3 separate games that went absolutely south in a row. Okay, and I had deposited $1,000 in this one site, and I am pretty certain that they don't have this particular website. I'm not going to mention their name or anything, but they don't have any regulation, like regulatory. Their statistics aren't regulated by any kind of agency, or there's nobody that's checking up on them, or to make sure that their output is fair. Okay, so and I just think I think that they targeted me and I got popped, man. So the rule is, and I didn't do this, by the way. I did not do this, but when you suspect, because at a particular point I was down to like $200, right? And I knew that was in my 3rd session, and I was like, you know what? These guys are cheating, man. I know it. And it's easy to think that, when you're just getting regular statistics. And I really don't believe that's that was going on here. I mean, I really don't believe that that's what was happening. I mean, anything's possible in roulette, okay? So that's another reason why I don't mention their name. But when the rule is when you suspect that your game is not fair, okay, you stop playing, okay. And instead of doing that with the $200, I kind of like took some bold moves, made a bold move or something, and it didn't come through for me, and and basically dumped the last $200. Which I should have done was withdrawn those $200 and then put them in on a fair site, okay? And I didn't do that, and that was wrong. So that kind of like, in other words, it's now a lot harder for me to be profitable lifetime in roulette because I got that $1,000 I got to eat up first, which I've already done. But I mean, I'm over. My profit here is let me see here. Profit is like $2,200. So I'm very close to being profitable lifetime in roulette now. And what do we got? We got 37.46. My goodness gracious, what's the matter here? All right. Well, number 3 is a very strong number. I'm going to let one more coup. If I don't care what happens in this one last coup, I'm done with this game. So whatever the coup is, I'm done with it. My goal is 51. I'm at 46, so still got $5 left. So dang, it almost hit twice in a row. I love when that happens. Yeah, so amazing. So, this is a trustworthy site. This is Club World, and they have a group of casinos. You may have heard of some of their other casinos, like Aladdin's Gold, and there's I think it's called Lucky Red. There's like a list of sites that are affiliated with the Club World. It's the Club World group of casinos. They're all the same casino, but you can have in this Club World. So now I'm at 62, so well over my goal. In this Club World group, even though it's the same casino, like Aladdin's Gold is the same casino as Club World, they're 2 different casinos. In other words, you could put money in Club World and have a separate account in Aladdin's Gold, and you could do you could have both, like and have 2 different balances and gamble in one and gamble the other, and then have 2 different accounts. So, but yet it's the same casino, just 2 separate accounts, and they can see. It's like the customer care people can see both of your accounts. So it's like really interesting. I don't see any advantage. The only advantage I could think of is having those 2 accounts. The only thing I could think of is that, if you're doing bonuses, like this casino and most of these online casinos are like really big on bonuses. So, what they recommend is that if you're going to use any of their bonuses, you open up a fresh account. So since they have a family of like 7 different casinos, I think it is. I'd have to count and list it out and everything, but because they have those, you can open up, you make use of those bonuses in a new account. I mean, that's the only reason I could think for wanting to have more than one account, but maybe there's other reasons, I don't know. Anyway, folks, I mean, this has been 20 minutes here, 15, 20 minutes, and shoot, I'm up, I'm up $39 here in just like, less than 20 minutes. So you do the math on that one. I mean, shoot, that's it's like $100 an hour, $90 an hour. So yeah, you saw it here. Just stay tuned, man. And I'm here for you. I'm doing all the heavy lifting. All you got to do is stay tuned. And I'll be back. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.